Today on Inquirer, National Bureau of Investigation and Philippine National Police to probe claims that sunken MT Princess Empress is a rebuilt scrap. Following recent attacks on local officials, President Marcos orders Department of National Defense to dismantle private armies. Bureau of Immigration apologizes to Filipina in viral immigration rant. And 74-year-old cancer survivor wins 50 million Lotto jackpot. Good evening. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. orders the Department of National Defense to dismantle private armies in the country following the recent gun attacks on local government officials. John Eric Mendoza fills in with the details live. Eric?
Yes, Neil. Following the recent attacks of local government officials, President Bongbong Marcos ordered the Defense Department to dismantle private armies in the country. That is according to Defense Chief Carlito Galvez Jr., who made the pronouncement during the 11th Oversight Committee meeting of the National Task Force for the disbandment of private armed groups held in Coronadal City, South Cotabato on Friday. Galvez said aside from dismantling private armies, Marcos also ordered the military to identify hotspots where local officials are being attacked. Interior Secretary and Task Force Chairman Benjamin Abalos said the Department of Interior and Local Government is willing to assist to free the country from what he calls as its long-running gun culture. He also enjoined the police and the military to continue working together in tearing down the walls of divisiveness and animosity of partisan politics to promote peace in the country. Marcos' order comes after with a high-profile investigation which ensued when Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo and 8 provincial staff and constituents were killed, while 16 others were wounded in a gun attack in the governor's residence in Pamplona town on March 4. Marcos issued an order last week for the formation of a joint and military and police task force to pursue the remaining suspects to the killings of Degamo. The AFP deployed 2 brigades and 6 battalions along with a 50-man elite light reaction regiment in the Negros Island. To recall, Apari Cagayan Vice Mayor Romel Alameda, Lanao del Sur Governor Mamintal Adjong Jr., and Dato Montawal Maguindanao Mayor Otto Combo Montawal were also victims of shooting incidents. Neil?
That's John Eric Mendoza reporting live. The Department of Justice stops the National Bureau of Investigation and the Philippine National Police to look into the claim of a witness that MT Princess Empress is already a rebuilt scrap. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla says over radio interview that the claim of the witness is very serious, that they tapped the NBI and the PNP Crime Lab to help investigate. The DOJ will also coordinate with the Maritime Industry Authority to see how MT Princess Empress was given regulatory permits to set sail. Remulla says the vessel should have been subject to an inspection as part of the permitting process. On possible liabilities of government officials or that of the vessel's owner, Remulla says they will look into everything first if any violations were committed. The Department of Information and Communications Technology is still mulling whether or not to extend the deadline for SIM card registration. DICT Undersecretary Ana May Lamentillo says the agency is still monitoring the number of registrants, which currently stands at around 45.8 million. This is 27.12% from the 169 million SIM cards in use nationwide. Lamentillo says the DICT has coordinated with barangay officials to help ramp up the registration process and is urging mobile phone service subscribers to register their SIM cards.
Sa ngayon po, meron na tayong 27.12% ng subscribers natin. Patuloy po tayong nagmo-monitor sa dami ng nagre-rehistro bawat araw at ito po ay magiging basehan kung itutuloy po ba yung extension o hindi. Ang nakalagay po sa IRR, may prerogative po ang DICT to extend it for another 120 days. Ngayon po, pinag-aaralan natin yung possibility of an extension but we haven't decided yet. We will make an announcement as soon as a decision has been made.
Octa Research Group reports that the 7-day COVID-19 positivity rate in Metro Manila continued to go on an upward trend to 3% on March 15. Data from Octa Research shows that Metro Manila's COVID-19 positivity rate rose to 3% on March 15 from 2.1% on March 8. In a social media post, Octa Research fellow Dr. Guido David says he expects the figure to increase further but not to the level seen in 2022. Despite the increase, Metro Manila's 3% positivity rate remains below the 5% threshold set by the World Health Organization, indicating containment of the coronavirus. The WHO has since expressed hope to lift the Global Health Emergency Declaration on COVID-19 in 2023, or more than 3 years since the pandemic broke out. Next on Inquirer today, Bureau of Immigration apologizes to Filipina in viral immigration rant. University of Santo Tomas has stopped performing school for the March 2023 Physician's Licensure examination. And 74-year-old cancer survivor wins 50 million peso Lotto jackpot. This is Inquirer Today. We'll be back shortly.
Samgyup. Salamay. This unusual grill shocked netizens because it's made of a coffin.
Ako pala po si Vincent Levy Dolitin, mamayari ng funeral dito sa town namin, Pigkawayan, Cotabato.
Vincent has been surrounded by coffins for 18 years since he owns a funeral home business. It wasn't until the pandemic when he thought of a unique idea.
Kasi nag-umpisa ito nung nung pandemic, yung kasagsagan na coffin dance. Doon ko naisip na pwede pala na gumawa ako ng coffin grill para maiba naman. Itong coffin grill, bigay sa akin ng friend supplier ko from Santo Tomas, Pampanga. Hindi ito used, sir. Balik kinuha ko yung lining sa loob, tapos doon na namin tinano kung paano gawing coffin grill. Pagdating dito, tinanggal namin yung mga lining sa loob, yung mga tela ng mga lining, tsaka nilagyan namin ng angle bars, winelding namin doon sa loob, tapos nilagyan namin yung mismong grill, yung ihawan, tsaka dito sa kabila naman, yung kabilang side, nilagyan ko ng cooler para sa mga inumin, para picnic, isahan na lang po. Yung mga friends ko pumupunta dito sa bahay, nagpa-picture, kumakain, kung anong gusto nilang ihawin.
Vincent's grill might be unusual, but he says many are asking if he's actually selling it.
Marami pong nagtatanong, sir, kung for sale ba from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Sabi ko, personal use lang po ito. Hindi pwede na negosyo ako ng iwan kasi nasa funeral po ako.
Aside from this grill, Vincent plans to make more projects, also making use of coffins.
Hopefully, susunod na plano, ma'am, magawa din ako ng soundbox na kabaong at saka aquarium.
The Bureau of Immigration apologizes to a Filipina traveler whose video outburst on her lengthy airport interrogation went viral. The Immigration Bureau issued a statement after the vlogger's TikTok video about her exit interview with an immigration officer went viral. She said she was asked several irrelevant questions and ended up missing her flight to Israel. The Immigration Bureau said it immediately investigated and instructed the immigration officer to submit a full report on the incident. The Bureau, however, sought travelers' consideration and understanding for the strict process amid the alarming cases of human trafficking or illegal recruitment. But it had also assured the public that its personnel had been reminded to do the inspections professionally and efficiently to prevent future similar incidents from occurring.
So the immigration officer started asking questions about my reason for travel, and then I need to go through that office, their head office, whatever. So he kept on asking me irrelevant questions. that I don't think is necessary for my travel, which is number one, if my parents were separated or together. Number two, if I have my yearbook with me. I told the officer, like, hey, I graduated college 10 years ago. Why would I even bring a yearbook in my travel? Like, who brings yearbook going to Israel? Who brings yearbook in their travel? He was asking about if I bring my graduation photo. Sir, I graduated 10 years ago. Why would I even bring all those stuff with me?
The University of Santo Tomas is the top performing school for the March 2023 Physicians Licensure Examination. According to the Professional Regulation Commission, 51 or 83.61% of 61 examinees from UST passed the examination. The PRC says 1,573 of the 2,887 test takers across the country passed the exam given by the Board of Medicine. Ira Cassandra Castro from the Mariano Marcos State University in Batak topped the exam after earning a score of 89%. The PRC says it will announce later on the date and venue for the oath-taking ceremony of those who passed the March exam. A 74-year-old cancer survivor wins 50 million pesos in the lottery game Lotto 642. According to the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, the winner had a winning combination of 26, 14, 11, 8, 7, 22, which he says is a combination of his family members' birth dates and birth months. The winner has also been an avid patron of the game since 1998. The PCSO says the winner was one of the beneficiaries of their charity programs when he had cancer. The winner claimed his prize on March 3 at the PCSO main office in Mandaluyong City. The winning combination was drawn on February 28. Alamin naman natin ang mainit na balita sa mundo ng showbiz kasama si Pauline Del Rosario ng Bandera. Pauline?
Hello, Neil! Heto na nga ang mainit na chika. Usap-usapan sa social media ang showbiz personalities na sina James Reid at Isa Pressman. Sa Instagram, nagpost si Isa na kasama niya si James sa concert ni Harry Styles. Pero, ang kapansin-pansin kasi ay yung uploaded picture na magka-holding hands pa sila ni James habang naka-mirror selfie. Maraming netizens tuloy ang napakomment kung ito na ba ang soft launching ng dalawa sa kanilang tunay na relasyon. Hindi ito ang unang beses na mag-viral ang dalawa dahil noong nakaraang buwan lamang spotted silang namamasyal sa isang mall. Nadamay pa nga si Isa sa hiwalayan ni na James at Nadine Lustre noong 2020. May kumalat kasi na video noon na makikitang hinahalikan at niyayakap umano ng aktor si Isa habang nasa tabi lamang nila si Nadine. Ngunit ang nasabing issue ay itinanggi naman mismo ni Isa at ng kanyang kapatid na si Yasi Pressman. At yan ang latest Bandera Chika natin for today. Thank you, Neil, and happy weekend!
Maraming salamat, Pauline. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Catch Inquirer Today live weekdays at 6 p.m. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.